This is the battery change of Benjamin Button, and why am I saying that? Because it starts with the old battery. So this is the 4.5-year-old 12-volt battery out of my much loved BMW i3. They have a 5-year failure rate, and when the old 12-volt batteries start to die, you get a lot of errors that come up in the car, and quite often the car is stranded. The recommendation is that you change these 12-volt batteries every 5 years. So the manufacturing date for my BMW i3 was kind of April 2017. The manufacturing date for this is 3/2/17, so February 2017. So I'm doing mine just a little bit early because I don't want mine just to fail over the winter. What you need to do is go and watch this video. And this is an American guy changing the battery in his BMW i3, and it's really, really good. Before you go and watch that, what you need to know is that the battery on UK BMWs is on the other side. So where he's changing his, behind the wash wipe reservoir on a UK, because we're on the other side and the steering wheels are on the other side, the battery is on the other side behind some radiator cooling pipes. It's equally a pain in the arse to remove the battery, but the mechanics of it is the same and the method is the same, and it's got that L-shaped bracket and it comes out, and then what you're doing is you're changing the battery connectors, those brass battery connectors that this chap changes. You're changing those. They come off this old battery and they fit into this new battery, and this new battery comes from Tayna, so that's where I got my battery from. It is an Exide AGM 1223, same size, same shape in general as this. The connectors are different though. Tayna Batteries is a well-known, well-respected battery seller. They're based up in the northwest. They deliver within 48 hours. They're fantastic. I've bought a load of batteries from them. Just two quick things. When you get your new battery, put it on a battery charger for 24 hours just to make sure it's absolutely fully topped up. Second thing is, if you're enjoying the video, do think about subscribing. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Battery comes out, you remove the brass fittings off it, and then this is what I needed to do to get them to fit onto the Exide one. Bit of a pain. These I've got to go onto there. Never done this before, okay? There is a little Torx bolt in the top, so that's got to come out. And then apparently there might be a little bit of fiddling to do here, just to crack this on. But I did read online that it's not an exact fit and you have to do something, but let's go and have a look at that. Okay, I'm going to need the bolt in that. Well, that looked all right, didn't it? What about on this side? Which way did it go? Oh, I can see what the story is there. That just needs to, you just need to file a little bit off to get that into there. That's why. On the negative side, that fits just perfectly, and so that'll go in there without any problems. As you can see, that's a square mounted fitting that fits into that. That's going to fit in there just fine. That'll drop in. I can see how that'll work just kind of quite nicely. But on this side, it's not particularly an exact fitting, but it's only a teeny tiny bit out, and the teeny tiny bit, look at this fitting here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just trim that bit there. Let me do that. Okay, that was a bit more fiddly than I expected. Right, so we are done. Old one, new one. That's the top for those. That looks pretty specialist, doesn't it? Okay, so the battery goes in, as you can see, a bit fiddly to do. Apologies for the camera work, but that's because it's getting dark. Took me longer than I expected. And then what you're going to do is register the battery. To register the battery, you need one of these OBD connectors, and that cost me 10-12 quid off Amazon. And you need Bimmer Link. You can go onto the iTunes store and pick that up. There's two Bimmer apps. One's called Bimmer Code, which lets you play around with some of the electronics within the car, which is quite interesting, and I've done that. The other one is Bimmer Link, which lets you register the battery. Why do you have to register the battery? Apparently BMW, in their wisdom back around 2010, decided to create some software which let them vary the load on the alternator depending upon the battery charge. If it's a new battery, holds its charge better, you don't need to run the alternator with as much load or as often, and you put less load on the main motor, apparently saving a few mpg here and there. I think that's what it is. If you know any different, you know, comment down below. Anyway, you don't have to register the battery. I didn't register the battery initially. Car came on all just fine. But anyway, I've got this and I've got the app, so I registered it, and I've got some video of doing that. Let's cut to that. .12-volt battery. Register new battery. Register new battery, same capacity and type. Register new battery. The new battery has been successfully registered. Don't you just love this stuff? Mileage of the last battery replacement, 64,370. I somehow think not, but anyway, we've registered the new battery. Back. Cool, okay, so as you can see, that's not that difficult to do. So let's wrap this up. Battery, 65 quid. This, 12 quid. The Bimmer Code app, 25 quid. Add all that up and you're about 100 quid, okay? If you went to BMW, one of these is going to cost you 120 quid, probably plus VAT. And then I think they'd charge you an hour to do this. And I've got no idea what an hour's worth of BMW service time is. Got to think it's probably about 100 quid plus VAT. So I would have thought that BMW, to change a battery, probably not a lot of change from 300 quid. It's very doable. You can do it by yourself. I'm not a whiz when it comes down to electronics or mechanics, and you've probably seen some of my other videos about this, but it's really very doable, and yeah, I quite enjoyed it. If anything goes wrong with the car, I'll let you know.
Don't buy the t-shirt, we won't, the key ring.